Hello and welcome to Across Louisiana. My name is Steve Sawyer, your host for the program. We've really got a nice show lined up for you today. We've got 5 guests, and our first guest is Chip Patterson. We always love having Chip on the show. Chip is the executive director for the First Tee of Greater New Orleans. Just does a fantastic job with our young children. Karolina Hernandez. Karolina is the executive director for Puentes, New Orleans. Chris Leonard is with us today. Chris is the executive director for the New Orleans Pride, and he's going to be talking about the upcoming Pride Festival that takes place in New Orleans. Sophie Harris. Sophie is the executive director. It's Executive Director Day, and Sophie is the executive director of the Friends of Lafitte Quarter, a great new park that's going to be coming up in New Orleans. She's going to be talking about that. And finally, our very own Jeremy Theriot is with us. Jeremy is the producer for the 2015 Cox Conservation Heroes program, where we recognize heroes of environmentalists, and a great way to be a part of that program, and Jeremy's going to teach you on how you can do that. Steve Sawyer, Across Louisiana. We'll be right back. And welcome back to Across Louisiana. Thank you so much for being on the show today with us. We always love having Chip Patterson on the show. Chip is the executive director of the First Tee of Greater New Orleans, and congratulations on all the success. I mean, you guys, if there's somebody that's rocking and rolling in this town, it's definitely you guys. And a lot of that, Chip, is contributed to you, and it comes from your heart and the way you work with the kids and everything. So, you know, our thanks to you for your involvement with the kids out there, and you're just doing a great job, buddy.
Thanks. We're definitely busy. We're excited to have more kids getting acclimated to the program and getting to come through our doors, so we're excited about it.
Well, and you know, when you talk about First Tee, the first thing you think of is, oh, it's a place to go learn to play golf, it's golf lessons, but it's so much more than that. So if you will, take a few seconds, talk about the mission of the First Tee organization, because it is a national organization as well.
Yeah, so there's 200 First Tee chapters across the United States. We're actually an international organization now. We've got chapters in Ireland, New Zealand, Japan. They're popping up everywhere. I mean, it's awesome. It's such a great youth development program that, you know, it does use the game of golf to get kids engaged and interested, and that's the physical activity component. But I mean, more importantly, we're teaching kids these core values, how to be good people. We're teaching them healthy habits. It's just a great program to build solid young students. So it's more than the game of golf.
Let's talk about, before we run out of time, let's talk about your summer camp that's coming up, because your camp's big draw for the kids, and big, you know, a lot of time for you guys. So talk about how you can get involved, how you can get your kids involved in the camp, and the steps you go through to do that.
Yeah, so we've got a couple different programs that take place during the summertime. We've got a partnership with Nord Sea, so we actually go out to a lot of the different Nord summer camp facilities and do programs during the day. But during the evenings, we still do our after-school program all summer long. So our next program session will start Monday, July the 13th. Okay. We'll be at the same 6 golf course locations that we've been at all year. We've got the TPC golf course in West Wego. We've got Stonebridge. We've got Timberlane. We've got Bayou Berrier, Joe Bartholomew, and City Park. So we do programs Monday through Thursday, full day on Saturday, so parents have opportunities to get the kids out there, you know, during the evening hours after work. That's more flexible for the parents. After they've gotten out of their summer camps, or after the parents have gotten off work, that's when we do our programs. And again, it incorporates the game of golf, but we're teaching the kids core values and healthy habits and life skills.
Registration, fee, things like that?
Yeah, so the program, again, it's $50 to do an entire summer session with us.
$50 for 6 golf courses?
So you're getting like 50 hours or 15 hours of programming.
Can I be the first to sign up?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, the waiting list will start here shortly. So, and it's all available at our website. It's thefirstteenola.org.
Well, Chip, we always love having you on the program, and again, thank you so much for what you're doing with the kids. We greatly appreciate it, and I mean, it's success after success after success you guys are having right now. So I would encourage you to get involved with the program and do it now, because I'm sure space is limited.
Right, absolutely.
Stay with us. We'll be right back. And welcome back to Across Louisiana. Thank you again so much for being a part of the show today. Our next guest is someone that we love having in the studio, Karolina Hernandez. She is the executive director for Puentes, New Orleans. I know I mispronounced that, because you always give me the correct pronunciation for that. Karolina, thank you so much again for being a part of the show. You were such a hit last time that we had a request to bring you back. The organization that you represent is so unique and so special. Just take a few minutes and talk about the mission of your organization and what the organization is all about.
Puentes New Orleans was started in 2007. We're the first and only community development nonprofit that focuses on the Latino community in the area of New Orleans. Our mission is to help our community gain access to resources and also to build assets. We do that in several different ways. We have a housing program, a small business development program, a high school after-school program, a neighborhood development program, and a health access program.
That's incredible. And an event you've got coming up that is so unique and so special is the Theater Without Borders.
Teatro Sin Fronteras.
And that's why I had to say Theater Without Borders.
And that's what that means, Teatro Sin Fronteras. It is a project that was actually designed by Jose Torres Tama. He is with Arte Futuro Productions. He's a local artist who's been in New Orleans probably for the last 40 years doing art, theater art in particular. And so we developed a series that we started 2 months ago in May, where we brought together Latino artists from all sorts, actors, spoken word, poets, musicians, and we asked them to come and sort of represent culturally and artistically the Latino local community.
And this takes place, I believe, the end of June?
Yes, we're having the next one. It's going to be in June 30th
okay.
at the Arts Estuary, which is at 1024 Elysian Fields.
Okay. Is there a cost associated with coming?
Free and open to the
Great.
public. Starts at 7 o'clock. There's even some food. Sarita's Grill has been really kind and catered both events that we've had so far. And it's something that we're hoping that we continually do for the next few years. If we have many artists that are local that don't get an opportunity to show off their work.
Well, Karolina, we're going to put the website on the screen. It's puentesno.org. All the information regarding your organization and the event that's coming up can be found on the website.
It can.
People needing assistance can go on the website and find out about the organization as well.
Absolutely. We're also can be found on Facebook, where we're always very visibly busy showing off everything that we get to do.
Well, Karolina, thank you again for taking time to come back on the show. We look forward to having you back on in the future. Stay with us. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Across Louisiana. So happy to have a repeating guest, Chris Leonard. Chris is the Executive Director for New Orleans Pride Organization. Chris, thank you so much for taking time to come back and be on the show.
Thank you for having me.
New Orleans Pride, talk real quick, because I know you got a lot of information you want to share. Talk real quick about the mission of the organization.
Well, this is our 5th year, our 5th anniversary since Hurricane Katrina with the organization. The mission of New Orleans Pride is to not only join the gay community here in New Orleans, but to join the straight community as well. All of our events that we do are geared to anyone and everyone to come and just join in New Orleans Pride to celebrate the city.
I appreciate you saying that. That's a good explanation of that. And the Pride Festival is coming up in June. Talk a little bit about that program and how people can get involved in that.
Okay.
And again, it's for straight and gay, right?
Right.
Okay.
Yes, everyone's welcome to come to all of our events. The Pride Festival is June 18th through 21st. We kick off with just a small little show on the 18th, but our big kickoff party is on Friday at Harris Hotel. And we're celebrating the transgender community this year. So we're bringing in Ryan Sallins, who is a national keynote speaker, to discuss his transition from female to male, as well as the bullying and stuff that went along with it and how to overcome it. We really think it's important for everyone to be able to hear his story, so we've actually opened this event to any age. Anyone 16 or under does need to be accompanied by an adult, though. But we have locals from the transgender community there as well that will be speaking and stuff, and then there will be a cocktail reception with all of our celebrity guests that are in.
And Chris, the website, we'll put it on the screen, is NewOrleansPrideFestival.com. All the information about the festival. Is there a cost involved with being involved in the festival? Or?
Most of our events are free. The kickoff party is $22 a person. They can purchase the tickets online or at the door.
Okay, and talk real quick about the festival date. I know that's big for you guys.
Yes, Delaney and Robb, attorneys at law, are presenting the Pride Fest this year. We've moved back to Washington Square, where Pride started back in the 70s.
Really?
So we're back at Washington Square Park this year. We have over 60 vendors that'll be out there. There's a mustache and beard contest that'll be happening.
I'm going to give you a run for that one.
All right.
I'll compete with you on that.
Cool. But we have all kinds of local entertainment. We have a Cardinal Suns band will be there, Eclipse Band, and then the Pride Parade will start from Washington Square Park.
Okay.
And we're going to roll through the French Quarter, down Decatur Street, Canal, and then all the way down Bourbon Street.
That's awesome. And Chris, again, the website, NewOrleansPrideFestival.com, all the information about New Orleans Pride as well as the festival can be found on the website. Thank you again so much. Please continue to come back and keep us updated on New Orleans Pride. I appreciate you coming in and taking time to do that. We have a few more guests. Stay with us. We'll be right back. And welcome back to Across Louisiana. A new guest that we have on Across Louisiana, Sophie Harris. Sophie is the Executive Director for the Friends of Lafitte Quarter. Sophie, welcome to the show. Friends of Lafitte Quarter, talk a little bit about the organization since we've not had anybody on before. You know, who you represent, kind of some of the things you're involved in. And I do want to talk about, because we got into talking about bike riding and everything, about the bike path corridor as well.
Absolutely. Well, pleasure to be here, Steve. Thanks very much for having me. So I'm the director of Friends of Lafitte Corridor. We're a nonprofit group that's been working since 2006 to advocate for the development of the new Lafitte Greenway, which is about to open this summer. So we are thrilled
and where
about
exactly is that for people that don't know where that is?
It's a brand new linear park, bike path, walking path that's about to open right in the heart of New Orleans. It runs 2.6 miles from the edge of the French Quarter, very near Armstrong Park, all the way out to mid-city, near City Park. So it's this great green connector that's about to open in our city.
That's awesome. And I mean, I love the part about the bike ride and everything, but you guys, you know, you're also involved in cleanups. You've got a resilience run coming up, if you want to talk about that real quick.
Absolutely. Well, we're working to ensure that this new greenway is a really vibrant new community asset, that there's programs, that it really lives up to its potential as a great new public space that brings people together, promotes the health and wellness of the community, and really helps make our community healthier. So what we've been doing is a monthly volunteer cleanup day. Until the Greenway opens, we're going out into the neighborhoods surrounding the Greenway, Treme, Mid-City, and picking up trash and litter and recycling. So over the last couple of months, we picked up over 1,000 pounds of trash.
1,000 pounds,
You know,
wow.
about 30 volunteers have come out, and we are doing these every month. And we'll be out there on the Greenway once that opens.
And so volunteers are really needed. I mean,
Absolutely.
Is there a certain day of the week that are you out there like every Saturday?
We've been doing them on weekends, sometimes on Saturdays, sometimes on Sundays, and then we do some other community events just to get people out there getting to know each other.
What's the estimated date that you think it might be open officially?
Well, this is a City of New Orleans project, so
Okay.
they've said most recently that it's over 90% complete,
Oh, good.
and they're
Okay.
expecting it to open this summer.
Well, so your website, and we'll put this on the screen, is folc-nola.org. All the information on the organization be found as far as where the bike path is and the green space.
We have maps, we have
Okay,
photos,
super.
information about
All right.
events, and we send out monthly emails.
Please continue to come on the show and tell us more about how things are going and the progress that you're making.
Thank you so much
Hey,
for
thanks
having
for
me.
being here. We have one more guest. Stay with us. We'll be right back. And welcome back to Across Louisiana. Again, thank you so much for being a part of the show today. Our final guest is a gentleman who works for Cox and is a very good friend of ours and just does a great program that we call the Cox Conservation Heroes programs. Jeremy Theriot, has driven down from Baton Rouge today to talk about the program. And Jeremy, this is the third year of the program, and I apologize, we don't have a lot of time to talk about the history of the program. So what I want to do, and I know that you're driving applicants to the program, talk about the program in the fact of what it is and what it would take to be an applicant, so forth.
So to be a nominee, you have to be an environmental volunteer, and that can be something as easy as cleaning up something as epic as cleaning a shoreline, maintaining it, or picking up litter. The main qualification is to be that volunteer, you cannot be compensated for the work that you're doing. It has to be a completely voluntary basis.
But the winner of this program does get monetary reward.
The winner gets $10,000, but that $10,000 will be donated to their nonprofit, environmental nonprofit of their choice.
Okay.
So the finalist We have 3 finalists. The actual winner will receive $10,000, and 2 runners-up will each receive $5,000 to donate to an environmental nonprofit.
And this is the 3rd year of the program. The first year, the
year.
winner was from Baton Rouge. Second year, I believe, was from New Orleans.
Flop.
Okay.
Flip-flop. First year was New Orleans, and second year
okay.
last year was Baton Rouge.
All right. And the program is really for Acadiana as well, so all 3 of our,
All
quote,
3 of our
Cox
Cox markets. That's correct.
Okay. And Jeremy, we'll put this on the screen, but CoxConservationsHeroes.com is the website.
That's the website.
All the information that explains the program, how to get involved in the program, is on that website.
All you do is select Louisiana from the drop-down menu on the left, go there and nominate your hero. It takes about 2 minutes to do it.
Okay. Now, as far as the nomination itself, what does that consist of? So if I'm watching the show and I think this is something I'm interested in, what's involved in nominating myself?
Well, a lot of environmental volunteers don't really like to toot their own horn, so you don't see a lot of self-nominations, which we do accept self-nominations, but it's about a 250-word essay, I guess you can call it. You just put the person's name, what market they're in, and what their project is, and just hit the highlights.
So it's not complicated.
It's not complicated at all.
Okay. And then you have a panel of judges that are community leaders. So Cox is not picking the winner.
No, we are not. We're working with environmental experts, and we actually work with some of our past winners to help narrow down that list of nominations. To 3 finalists.
And the awards program takes place when?
The award, we're actually going to award it in October.
Okay.
So right now it's
Plenty
nominations. Right now it's nominations, but the deadline for nominations is June 30th.
June the 30th, nominations close.
That's correct.
Okay, and again, the website is CoxConservationsHeroes.com. We are about to run out of time. Jeremy, congratulations on just an outstanding job you do with this program. On behalf of Cox, we thank you for that, but also on behalf of the community. It's so important to recognize these people and what they do. And to your point earlier, a lot of these people are nominated, and they just, they're heroes that just stand out because they don't want to recognize themselves. So it's a great way to recognize someone that that's out in the community. It's not a hard process. Steve Sawyer, you've been watching Across Louisiana. We greatly appreciate it, and as always, we'll see you next time.